So what's up to all my Scorpios? You have the Tower, Ten of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, Chariot, the Knight of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Six of Swords. So for you Scorpios, right, the Tower immediately, right, just first card, Tower represents Scorpio anyway, so front and center. The Tower, the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles represents how a lot of you Scorpios are in a situation where what you've got going on here is the Ten of Swords is about the Tower, the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, right? It's about you Scorpios not feeling guilty anymore for past relationships. Kind of, putting that on the back burner like, look, you Scorpios are not in the business of feeling bad for the relationships that you tried and it didn't really particularly work out, which is great because, people don't understand the win in everything, right? Like people don't understand the win in everything, even like for instance, the trolls on my channel, everybody thinks that I'm reactive. They're actually pretty dumb, right? And they're watching my channel, they're giving me, dislikes, which is still engagement, they're leaving comments. So the win is, even if when it is believed that it is a negative thing, well, that's really only negative to a person who isn't built for confrontation. Me, I'm built for this stuff. I have an Aries moon. I really don't have a choice but to be built for confrontation. So, and same thing for you Scorpios. A lot of the times, you Scorpios didn't necessarily see the win in everything, right? Including the negative things. Everybody is so worried about positivity to the point where they're not really understanding that there's a win in everything, including the things that you perceive to be bad. There is no good and bad, but it just ultimately is about what it is that you really end up learning. And the situation with you Scorpios is a lot of you Scorpios learned that there's no real serious point in feeling extra guilty more than you already do for the things that you can't necessarily go back in the past and fix. As far as getting to know people in relationships, the Seven of Pentacles is that the best thing for you Scorpios to do now is, you Scorpios know that the best thing for you to do now is to stop trying to cherry pick the situations. Stop trying to cherry pick people that you're interacting with and getting to know, and actually take a look at them as a whole and understand the bigger picture, what this is going to mean for you in the long term, as opposed to being so enthralled with the present state of how fine they look, right? Or how beautiful something appears to be, how beautiful they appear to be, which is great because it means that a lot of you Scorpios are waking up to, you can't be the Scorpio of just stinging people. Because you got to understand. When you understand how scorpions move, you understand that a scorpion stings people as a means of defense. It's not really an active thing trying to seek you out. Scorpios are actually very much so, scorpions are very much so afraid of people. If you've never really studied scorpions before, I have. I love spiders. I love anything with 8 legs. Studied it. So a scorpion being an 8-legged animal, right? An 8-legged insectoid, because it's not an insect. It's kind of like a lobster in that regard, and it's bugs. It's insectoids and insects. But the point I'm trying to make here is, I know there's going to be some people clowning me for being smart, because you know how goofy people are. They try to act like that's cool, trying to clown somebody who's well researched. But anyway, the point of the matter is that scorpions are more so in self-defense when they sting people. So when you as a scorpion or Scorpio understand that there's no need to try to sting people if it's not necessary, and that it ultimately reveals you being scared when you're doing the stinging stuff, and especially when people don't deserve that, like they didn't they wasn't unjust to you for them to actually have that come back to them, right? In you defending yourself, you realize you actually get a chance to see the bigger picture of who the person is, so you can start making better decisions. And then the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups represents, but it represents how a lot of you Scorpios really don't see the victory in that. You had to go through those Scorpio moments, as Scorpios naturally do, where a lot of personal spiritual self-destruction, for you to go through those things, right? For those things to happen, for you to understand that you're not supposed to look at a person and want to be in a relationship with a person that's obviously not planning on sticking around, right? Just because they're attractive. And Scorpios y'all used to have a problem with that, right? By the way, I'm probably one of the only people in New York that say y'all, right? Because I just like saying the word, because it's short for saying you all. I don't want to go ahead and say you all, so I want to shorten my sentences. But because I only say y'all or whatnot when I'm when I'm on YouTube. But the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups represents, again, being able to see the bigger picture, right? A lot of you Scorpios being able to understand that what you've got going on here is that you've been remade anew, right? Nine of Pentacles, and that you have other things to worry about, other matters of the heart when it comes to getting to know somebody takes precedent over the nonsensical fears that a lot of you Scorpios once had. And the Nine of Cups represents how, because I'll say this, because if you don't learn how to take responsibility over that stuff, other people will kind of show you anything that you want. Because most people, see, here's the thing. Most people give you a reflection. Most people give you a reflection of who you are when you are not. Most people give you a reflection of who they think you want to see in the mirror at the very beginning of the relationship. Very rarely does a person actually show you their darker side, where their darker side is dark, but it's not dysfunctional. Because a lot of times people equate and they make synonymous dark with being dysfunctional. This is where it is a lot of people want to be light magicians all the time, which I have no problem with. I know some light magician. My mom is a light magician. But at the same time, in essence, though, the whole situation about the light magician stuff is, there's this stereotype about the dark magician or the darker magician that a lot of people think, oh, that's dysfunctional. It's evil. It's this, it's that. And that's not even really the case. It really depends on the particular person who's taking it too far. And in reality, darkness, like I said before, darkness is light in its most concentrated form. Shout outs to the person who, who they know who they are. But darkness is light in one of its concentrated forms, because darkness has light particles in it. And the point that I'm trying to make here is, that's the thing that you don't want. Let me make it clear. What you want is, you want to be able to get to know a person who is mature, where they're not going to be tripping about taking a risk to be in a relationship and leaving themselves open for the relationship to potentially fail, but at the same time allowing themselves room for the relationship to succeed. And while at the same time showing you all of their flaws, their victories, their achievements, with no ego, no self-defense against that. It is what it is. And that if they end up getting hurt, or if you end up getting hurt, then so be it. You heal and you move forward. That's what a real relationship is. In essence, that's what it is. But when the ego gets involved, people will try to play you into being in a relationship with them by giving you what they think that you want to see. Obviously, that's not necessarily the best thing. And, people talk about they want to see their reflection. That's not good. You, you want to strive to be unique while sharing traits with each other, right? Where you and this person bond together. But the Chariot and the Knight of Cups now represent, so as a result of this, right? Remember how it is I said that you need to pay attention to this, right? Well, one of the ways in which you can find out if a person is faking it, because, for some odd reason, people act like, they're Don Bishop Magic Wand, they're a player and all this other type of stuff now, but, would they be saying this if I was actually breaking it down like this? Probably not. But the Chariot represents one of the ways for you to understand if these people are actually being real with you is to ask them questions. It's for you to really do your Scorpio thing and to be investigative. See, the Chariot represents riding out at war, right? Of any type, including the people that you love, or the people that you supposedly love or trying to get to know. Having that warrior spirit, and one of the ways is to ask these people questions, find out a little bit of who they are. Part of the reason why so many relationships are doomed to fail is because a lot of people are not asking questions. A lot of people are not looking at the person. Me, for instance, I was just recently talking to somebody, and the person was finna come to New York. I'm not gonna say who. And one of the things that I didn't like about the person was the fact that, again, the back and forth. Now that when I'm not interested in you and I'm doing my thing and I'm doing my videos here, right? I'm letting the person, I'm doing my thing. I let the person know, hey, listen, I'm doing my videos, right? They texting me, they doing this, they doing that. Then when I'm trying to show them some affection, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Now they're, oh, slow down, this, that, take it slow, this, that, and the third, all this. Listen, you're confusing me with all of this nonsense, yo. If you're interested, then be interested. If you're not, then stop wasting my time. All of this moving the goalposts, 1 minute you're interested, the next minute you're not. 1 minute you are, the next minute you're not. Then you want to see some form of guarantee from me. Listen, you're goofy. I'm sorry to say this, no disrespect to you, but you're goofy, because there is no such thing as guarantees in love. What do you want me to do? Promise you that I'm never going to leave you? So what? So you can be disrespectful to me and then trap me in my own words? And because now it's, you promised me, you said you was never going to leave. So now I'm in between a rock and a hard place where I told you that I was never going to leave. So now I got to either break my promise, which I should have never had made in the first place. That's the catch-22. Or I gotta defend myself and defend my livelihood and make a sacrifice and cut you off, so to speak, and cut you out of my life because my own well-being is at stake. Come, you gonna be for me, then be for me. And see, that's the situation. Once I started to see how the person was moving, I was able to observe how they were, and I left. I said, yo, I like this person. I really do. But this person is a dub. Why is this person a dub? Because what is this? What am I doing? You understand what I'm saying? Why is this person, I've seen it before. I've seen this mess before. And then you have the Knight of Cups and the Two of Swords. The Knight of Cups and the Two of Swords this represents how a lot of you Scorpios now, a lot of you Scorpios happen to be in a situation now where what you want to do is, a lot of you Scorpios want to just pay attention to how defensive the person gets if the person lashes back. Because if the person is really honest, the person would allow themselves to be open. Like me, for instance, I love it when my partner thinks I'm cheating on them. And I know it sounds out of pocket, but it's the truth. I love it when my partner thinks I'm cheating on them, because in the past, a few years, I want to say 2017, I love it when my partners think I'm cheating on them. And the reason why is because the whole concept of cheating used to come up. Because the reason why is because if I'm in a relationship with you freshly, right? I'm just getting to know you, and you think I'm cheating on you because I have a social circle in the sense of people know me because of this YouTube thing, my neighborhood, people who I've reached out, done something good for, my name kind of gets around. You understand what I'm saying? So, so in that regard. But if you think I'm cheating on you, the way that I look at it, again, it's based upon my own perspective. I'm looking at it from a perspective of, that's a good thing, because now you think I'm cheating on you. We can actually have this conversation, get that stuff cleared all the way up once and for all. We can nip that in the bud so that you can get back to being comfortable again and understand I ain't gonna cheat. But the problem is, a lot of people don't necessarily understand that. A lot of people start to think that they're going to start wilding out. And what happens is the Three of Swords and the Six of Swords now represents, where does the time go? A lot of people now understand that this is the situation. They don't understand, or you Scorpios don't understand that this is the situation at play. The Three of Swords and the Six of Swords is, you got to learn to get over this broken heart that you feel and understand that there's a victory in everything, including the confrontation. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Six of Swords and get out of here. I didn't even realize I was talking for that long. I was just going in on the cards and really giving y'all this game. Sorry about that. But you have the Temperance, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So this is about how a lot of you Scorpios, to clarify the Six of Swords, you have the Temperance, the Two of Swords. This is all about how you're using the knowledge that you've now gained with experience to actually not be so guarded, but to actually open up and allow yourself to be hurt if that's the case. Did it hurt me when I had to stop talking to her? Yeah, it did. But I did my practice. I did my healing. I cured that up the same day when it hurt, the same time when it hurt. I took a couple of minutes and I eventually moved on immediately right after that. I forgave her. I forgave myself for sticking around so long. I forgave her for being dysfunctional. Don't dislike the person at all, still like her, don't have any kind of disrespect for the person, just move on with my life, and that's it. You understand? But I understand that the pain, it comes with the territory of this, so I can't be so caught up with that. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. Right now, I have 6,353 subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.